meteorologist, Stephen Jones.
Well, starting it off, looking every which way from downtown San Angelo, you can see off towards the south and the east especially, there's some of that cloud cover, some rain-cooled air starting to make its way into the area as well. About 88 degrees on our downtown sensor. Let's take a look at what Mathis Field and the rest of the around Concho Valley looks like. About 89 there at Mathis Field, 83 off towards Eden, 81 for Menard and Junction, where they really got more of that rain into the area. But off towards the west a little warmer, 93 for Sterling City, 95 in Ozona. So a good 14 degrees of spread from east to west right now across the Concho Valley. And when we look at those dew points, pretty high up there into the 70s for Junction, 78, 64 here in town, 57 the dry spot there in Ozona. So a good 21 degree spread in terms of dew points, but all of us going to be feeling that mugginess as we head into the overnight hours for sure. As we look at the state of Texas, looking at the entire Lone Star State, 100 degrees there in Wichita Falls, 101 for El Paso, even off towards the west, 104 in Phoenix. Not too uncommon, I guess, for this time of the summer. But then you can see towards the Gulf Coast where they got some more of that rain-cooled air, 85 for Houston, 89 and 88 for Corpus Christi and San Antonio respectively. So looking like high pressure really ruling most of the southern United States, and you can see that pretty well here on the upper level pattern as well. This big swirl here over the southern United States gonna maintain its dominance over our weather pattern, including us here in the Lone Star State. You can see how it just spreads out a little bit, starts to split up just a little bit between the east and the west. We'll see if by next weekend maybe we can get a little bit of a weakness in that flow, maybe just a little bit more rain, but overall rain chance is not looking too great. Here's a look at the next 7 days. Maybe a 10% chance for today and tomorrow, really dies off into Tuesday and Wednesday and then picks back up into Friday and Saturday. That was that weakness I was talking about, but with 7 days to go, still a lot could change on that map, so we're going to keep an eye on that for sure. For the national satellite right now, severe thunderstorm watch box from Nebraska into far southern portions of South Dakota, and as we get closer to the Lone Star State, you can see a couple severe thunderstorm warnings to the west of Oklahoma City, and they're kind of near Wichita Falls as well. Even a little bit of that convection trying to make its way into the Concho Valley. You can see that here on the KSAN radar, where most of the rain has been along the Gulf Coast off towards northeast Texas as well, and just a couple of those storms popping off towards the north as well. A closer look at our area where you can see some of that rain-cooled air starting to come down from about Sutton and Schleicher County, Kimball County, and Brady. Getting most of that rain is what we've seen so far, but you can see over the past couple of hours still dissipating for the most part, definitely, as it works its way closer to the area. I think here in San Angelo, probably not going to see too much of that rain making its way into the area, just that cloud cover helping to keep us a little bit cooler. At least we'd normally be holding on to more of those 90s still here at the 6 p.m. hour. As we look at the futurecast, you can see by tonight starts to fizzle off quite a bit, but tomorrow afternoon you can see the resurgence of some of that Gulf Coast moisture. Maybe one or two of these trying to make its way once again into Kimball or McCulloch County, but overall, as we go through each passing day, starts to look a little worse and worse in terms of chances for that rain. You can see here into Monday afternoon as well, just even fewer specks of green popping up on the board. So I think today was our best chance to see some of that rain, but overall, not too bad in terms of the weather, just hitting those 90s. Pretty, you know, West Texas summer is what we're seeing out there. So for tonight, under the partly cloudy skies, about 72 degrees. Winds out of the south 10 to 15 miles an hour holds true into tomorrow as well, as we go back towards those mid to upper 90s around the area. Make sure to stay hydrated, and like I said, maybe just an isolated afternoon shower or two, especially off towards the southeast, but definitely nothing to cancel plans over. And as we work through the week ahead, starting to finish off July already, you can see the rain chances fizzle out. Daytime highs pushing back into those upper 90s, chasing the century mark by Wednesday through about Friday or so, and then maybe we'll hold out a little bit hope for more rain going into next weekend. That's going to be all for your 7-day forecast, but stick around for more KSAN Weekend News right after.